afternoons to the video lecture series. I am Adil Mansoori from Civil Engineering Department of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. So my dear students, in this video we will start with the next module, that is the air pollution. Okay, so let us begin. So what do you mean by air pollution? So, according to the definition given by Indian standard, air pollution is presence in ambient atmosphere of substances generally resulting from the activity of man in sufficient concentration present for a sufficient time, causing harmful effects on human, plants and animals. Okay, so this is the definition as per Indian Standard Code 4167 1966. Okay, or what you can say is excessive concentration of foreign matter in air which adversely affect the well-being of individual or cause damage to the property is known as air pollution. Now, air pollution is of public health concern and can occur as indoor pollution, outdoor pollution, or air pollution at a global level. Okay, now indoor pollution can be considered at micro scale, outdoor air pollution can be considered at meso scale, and air pollution at global level can be considered as macro scale. Okay, so now what do you mean by pollutant? Okay, so the any substance any substance present in the environment in harmful concentration which adversely alter the environment by damaging the growth rate of a species and by interfering with the food chains, which is toxic and affects the health, comfort and property, is considered as a pollutant. Okay, or the particles which cause pollution can be deemed as a pollutant. Okay, so now let us talk about national ambient air quality standards. Okay, so this is a table showing which are the different pollutants, right? Then time weighted average, industrial, residential or rural and other areas, right? Then ecologically sensitive areas, right? And methods of measurement. Okay, so these are the different limits, right? So industrial, residential and rural area is also given, and ecological sensitive area is also given. Okay, now here they have written that there are different pollutants, right? So first one is the sulfur dioxide, SO2, which is in microgram per meter cube, right? Then it is nitrogen dioxide, then it is particulate matter which are of the size less than 10 micrometer, right, or which is known as PM10, right, and the concentration is in microgram per meter cube. Fine. Then PM 2.5 and ozone, right? So time weighted average, or time weighted average means it is the time when it is calculated, right? So there are different times. So one is annual time, then there is 24 hours of time, then 8 hours, then 1 hours. Okay, so what this annual mean, right? So annual means that it is the annual arithmetic mean of minimum 104 measurements which are taken in a year at a particular site, right, and which are taken twice a week and at a 24 hourly intervals. Okay, so that is known as annual reading. Okay, if I talk about 24 hours or 8 hours or 1 hours, then 24 hours, 8 hours or 1 hours, it is the hourly monitored values, that is either at after 24 hours or after 8 hours or after 1 hour, right? It is the monitor values which are applicable and shall be compiled with 90%, 98% of the time in a year, right? And 2% of the time they may exceed the limit, but not on the 2 consecutive days of monitoring, right? Clear? So different values are given for industrial, residential, rural areas. That is SO2, if you measured annually, it should be uh, around 50, right? And for ecologically sensitive areas it should be 20, and different methods of measurement is also given. If you measure at 24 hours interval, it should be 80, and for ecologically sensitive areas should be also 80. Okay, so similarly it is for nitrogen dioxide, PM 2.5, PM 10, ozone. Okay, then comes another kinds of pollutants, that is lead. Okay, Pb. So annual value 0.5 and 0.5, and 24-hour values 1 and 1. Okay, then there is carbon monoxide, right? Then ammonia, NH3, benzene, C6H6, right? Then benzopyrene, particulate phase only, right? Then arsenic and nickel. So these are the different pollutants and different values for residential, industrial areas or ecologically sensitive areas, right, which are measured either annually or 24 hourly or 8 hourly or 1 hourly. Okay, so this is the table for national ambient air quality standards, which is provided by CPCB, that is Central Pollution Control Board. Okay, so let us move towards the next topic, that is the classification of air pollutants. So air pollutants are classified mainly into three types. That is, first one is based on the origin, then it is based on the states of matter, and it is based on the presence in environment. Okay, so talking about based on origin, there are primary and secondary pollutants. Based on states of matter, there are gaseous and particulate matters, and based on presence in environment, there are indoor and outdoor. Okay, so let us have a look at each of them one by one. So before that, let us complete the composition of air. Okay, so composition of air, as you can see in the figure, right? 78.08% is the nitrogen gas, right? It is concentration by weight, concentration by percentage volume. Okay, then oxygen 20.95, then it is the argon 0.93%, then minor gases and trace gases, that is 0.1345 and 0.000177. Okay, so talking about which are the different minor gases, it includes water vapors, that is 0.1%, carbon dioxide 0.032%, neon 0.0018%, helium 0.0005%, and methane, that is 0.0002%. Okay, then talking about the trace gases, which includes krypton, which is in 0.0001%, nitrous oxide, which is 0.000025%, hydrogen 0.000050%, and ozone 0.000002%. Okay, so this is the composition of air, right? Now let us move towards the next topic, that is the primary air pollutants. So which are the different primary air pollutants which are present in the atmosphere? So these are the different gases which are produced, and which includes oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen, that is SOx and NOx, then carbon monoxide, hydrocarbon, and particulate matters. Okay, so talking about the different sources of this primary air pollutant, it is the vehicular emission, then it is the industrial gases or industrial exhaust, right? And solid waste dumping. Clear? So these are the different sources of primary air pollutants. Let us move ahead. Talking about the secondary air pollutants, the first one is the ozone, that is O3 molecule. Then sulfur trioxide, that is SO3, right? Then it is PAN, that is peroxyacetyl nitrate, right? And the last one is the smog. Okay, so these are different secondary air pollutants. Let us now move ahead with the next one, that is the gaseous air pollutants. So different gases which are produced are oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, hydrocarbon, and photochemical oxidants. Okay, so these are considered as gaseous air pollutants. Then particulate air pollutants. So first one is the aerosol, then dust, then fumes, then smoke, then mist, fog, fly ash, soot, photochemical smoke. Okay, so what do you mean by particulate? Okay, so particulates are finely divided airborne solid and liquid particles which remain for a very long time in air in suspension. Okay, depending upon their size and mode of formation, particulate air pollutants are classified as shown on the screen. Okay, so talking about what do you mean by aerosols, so these are airborne suspension of solid or liquid particles which are smaller than 1 mm size, right? Which include dust, smoke, fumes, mist, etc. Okay, so talking about dust particles, it consists of small solid particles of 1 to 200 micrometer size and are generated by material crushing or grinding or blasting. They remain in suspension but finally settle under the effect of gravity. Then talking about fumes, they are fine solid particles of size around zero point 0.1 to 1 micrometer which are formed by condensation of vapors of solid matter. They are odorless vapors which may or may not be visible. Okay, then talking about smoke, they are also fine solid particles of size around zero point 0.1 to 1 micrometer which are formed by incomplete combustion of organic matter like coke and wood. Okay, now depending upon the nature of the material burnt, smoke may have different odors. Okay, then let us talk about mist. So what do we mean by mist? So it consists of liquid droplets of size around zero point 0.1 to 10 micrometers and formed by the condensation of vapors in the atmosphere, right? Then fog. So if the above said mist is made up of droplets at high concentration so as to obscure vision, then mist is called fog. Okay, then fly ash, these are inorganic substances released after the burning of organic particles from coal or wood. Okay, these are finely divided non-combustible light particles present in the gases. Talking about soot, these are carbon particles impregnated with tar and released by the incomplete combustion of carbonaceous material. Okay, and last, talking about photochemical smog, atmospheric pollution formed by chemical reaction among hydrocarbons, ozone, and other pollutants in the presence of sunlight is referred to as photochemical smog. Okay, so let me show you the different photographs. So the first one is the dust one, then it is fumes. You can see the fumes getting out or coming out from the chimneys of thermal power plant. Then it is the smoke based on different particles which are burnt. Then it is mist. Then it is fog. Then it is soot. Okay, then it is the photochemical smog. Okay, so my dear students, this is the complete classification of particulate air pollutants. Let us now move ahead with the indoor air pollutants. So different chemical agents, pesticides, cigarette smoke, microbes like bacteria, virus and fungi, mosquito repellents, paints, glues and varnishes. Okay. Then gases from stoves. Talking about outdoor air pollutants, it is the automobiles, industrial area, mining, and natural emission from decaying organic matter and animals. Okay, okay, dear students. So that's the end of today's video. We will start with different topic in the next video.